A bombshell poll just dropped that's sending shockwaves through every Democrat campaign office in America. The Economist YouGov poll just released their latest numbers for the congressional generic ballot, and the results are frankly a political disaster for the Democrats. So just to put it in context, back in February of this year, the Economist YouGov had Democrats up by 7 points on the generic ballot. 7. The blue wave was coming, they said. By May, that lead had shrunk to 5 points. Now, in the latest poll conducted June 13th through the 15th of 1,400 registered voters, Democrats are up by only 2 points. It's Democrats 46 to Republicans 44. That's a 5-point swing toward Republicans in just 4 months. 5 points. And it's not just the Economist YouGov. It's happening across the board. So much so that even CNN is being forced to sound the alarm.
And Harry, we've been talking about this. As time goes on, you and I have kept on looking at these numbers saying it just doesn't look like the numbers we've seen when there have been waves for Democrats in the past. What are the trends in the other polls?
Yeah, okay, so this is not just one poll in which we are seeing this. There is this group of pollsters that are out there that are just not showing the wave you might expect given where the president's approval rating is. Okay, what are we talking about? We're talking about NBC, Marquette University Law School, and Ipsos. Look at where they were January and February, and look at where they are May and June. NBC, down a point. MU Law, down 3 points. Ipsos, basically staying the same. So the Democrats hold these leads, but again, you have this group of pollsters that are out there where this lead, simply put, is not matching what you might expect if you're expecting a Democratic wave.
Translation, there is no blue wave. It's simply not there. CNN is admitting it. It's not when you look at the polling aggregate. Not when you look at YouGov, NBC, Marquette, Ipsos. It's not there. In fact, it's the opposite. Across the entire polling universe, the trend is identical. The Democrats' lead is collapsing, and it's collapsing fast. Now, it actually gets worse. These numbers are just the tip of the iceberg. If you've been with this channel now over the years through a couple of election cycles, and by the way, if not, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. But if you've been with me, say, in the last election cycle or the last couple election cycles, you recall that there's something called a summer response bias for Democrats. Do you remember that? We talked about this, well, I guess so at this time 2 years ago, right, in 2024, when Trump's poll numbers started taking a dip. It was very noticeable in July and August, and I was telling you, don't worry, that's a classic response bias. Bottom line, historically, and every legacy outlet knows this, by the way. They just don't tell you. And by the way, frankly, I think this is why they're freaking out right now. But historically, Republican polling drops during the summer, and Democrat polling gets a bump. And that's because basically Republicans have lives. They have families. They go on vacation. They drop out of politics during the summer months. They're psychologically healthier. Whereas Democrats are these, I'm sorry, I know JD kind of did a mea culpa with that, but Democrats are these cat ladies living alone in their apartments, counting down the seconds to when they get to go to the next No Kings protest. So Democrats tend to get a bump in the summer months, and Republicans tend to dip. For example, we saw that most explicitly around the time, actually this time back in 2022, in June of 2022, when the Dobbs decision came out, when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, Democrats got a massive bump that lasted right through the summer. But now, I mean, you saw the polls. Where's the bump? They're up 2, 3,